Because the funny thing with Noah, man, is most people think they know what's in the Bible. But in reality, what most people know is what they read in the Golden Circle children's book of Noah. You know, they've never read the very few mentions that there are in the Bible or the other religious writings which cover his story, because there are other writings from, you know, pre-biblical that, you know, never made it into the Bible. You know?
Well, the Epic of Gilgamesh, it's a very similar story.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
There seems to be some sort of a historical tale that is repeated through many cultures of a great flood.
I don't think there is an ancient religion that doesn't have a flood story.
Right. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and we can see it. We can see and date it and everything with how we can, you know, view our world now with the science that's come along. So there's no doubt that there was a flood, you know, or has been many floods probably, you know.
Well, the real hardcore people think they've located Noah's Ark. They've located the remains of it on Mount Ararat.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's this bizarre feature in the rocks that they believe is where, and apparently it matches the Bible's description of the actual size of the Ark.
Yeah, it's odd, isn't it?
Well,
because if that's there, we should be then be able to have definitive proof then.
It seems like somebody should have gone there and figued that out yet.
Right?
Yeah, it's probably been discredited. You ever familiar at all with the work of Randall Carlson? Do you know who he is?
A little bit more context.
Randall Carlson is an expert in asteroid impacts. And he kind of specializes in this theory about the Younger Dryas impact.
Right.
And the Younger Dryas impact is somewhere around, they think there's multiple times this happened, somewhere around 11,800 years ago, and again somewhere in the 10,000s.
Right.
That this is what happened that caused the end of the Ice Age. This is what caused the great flooding across North America.
Right, and doesn't that date coincides with what would be the end of Göbekli Tepe, right?
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Coincides with that, and it also, there's a lot of physical evidence of it with core samples, and there used to be kind of a fringe theory, but they started doing core samples, and they found a high level of iridium, which is very common in space, very rare on Earth during that same time period. But what's really interesting about this guy is he got this idea when he was overlooking this enormous canyon while he was on acid. And it occurred to him that this is because of not just a river that ran through this for thousands and thousands of years. He felt like it was one immense event that took place. He just had this bizarre vision of this immense event that took place.
And now they're talking about those cataclysmic events not being something that is a build and through a period of time, right? It's talking about it being immediate, right?
Yeah, immediate.
Yeah. So it's like the Ice Age in a day this happens.
Exactly. Yeah, his work is absolutely fascinating.